Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Welcome in and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat. You will not miss anything that I upload, any promotion, any news or broadcast that I put out. You will have all access and you will receive the notifications for that. All right, so if you are returning to my channel, welcome back again. I hope that the month of August treated you well, and with all the crazy transits and the intense vibes that, we are all here in sane mind and body, and we are looking forward to what September is going to bring us. All right, so before we dive into this month's energy, just get these announcements out the way really quickly. The Celestial City is still open for membership. So if you are looking for a community where you connect on astrology and spiritual growth, also you want to receive Reiki, and you want to kind of get some readings in for the month ahead, then the Celestial City is your place to be. We do all of that and then some on a monthly basis for $33 per month. Okay, also there are discounts to all of the services and products that House of Chiron offers when you are a member of the Celestial City. So speaking of our products, we have the Chiron candles that are stocked. So go ahead and get your orders in for that as well. And yeah, I will be releasing the readings for the remainder of the year. So the yearly readings that were once, I think they start off at like $20 for the whole year. I can't remember how much I was charging for them, but now I had marked them like to half off, and so now they are going to just be released for the last 4 months, 4 or 5 months of the year. So look for that to upload to the YouTube channel and whatnot. All right. And I think that is all that I have at this time as far as the announcements. So let's just dive right on into the energy for the month of September. So Galactic Gossip is now moved to a monthly forecast where I give all 12 signs a general reading based on whole sign is the system that I'll be using, and it's just traditional, traditional and Western astrology. So that is the system, that is how I go about reading, and it's going to be based on whole sign. All right, so September is coming in and it's bringing harvest season with it. And, we become aware that summer is almost over. The autumn equinox is almost here, and it's going to bring with it a sense of calm, especially because the temperatures get cooler, and not only the temperatures outside of us, right, in the environment, but also we get to cool down a little bit on the inside, right? So we can see everything that has culminated from planting seeds from the spring and moving into the summer, and now here we are in the fall, or knocking on fall's door more so. We can kind of see what has culminated up to this point, right? And so this is the indication that it's time to reap our harvest. So we are still in the thick of Virgo season, and at the especially at the beginning of September, but Virgo is less in its summer vibe and more so reserved in its fall expression of its Virgo energy, right? So Venus also is going to be moving into the sign of Virgo. So this is the practical side of love that ushers its head forward and, kind of help us to be more practical in the way we approach things. So Venus in Virgo, they like to do, especially if you have this placement in your chart, you like to do practical expressions of love. Like, let me, take care of this. Let me do the dishes for you. Let me go get your car maintenance. That's kind of how the Venus in Virgo expresses its love. All right. And so although we have Venus moving into Virgo, this is happening just before Pisces full moon happens towards the end of the month or whatever, or middle of the month. So we have a few, things that are coming up this month of September, but ultimately it's not going to be that bad because, Mercury is stationed in retrograde. So we might have to review and revise some things, but this Mercury retrograde is not going to be as intense as the others have been. And typically with Mercury retrogrades, we are so used to you know, knowing that like it's going to be some hiccups, or you might receive like some X's to come back from who knows where and when. And that still might be the case, but it's not going to be in that way. So you might reconnect with people that actually can help you align to, you know, where it is that you're going. So it might actually be in a beneficial way that you revisit some things from the past, right? So things could come back around, opportunities that we have missed could come back around, so that way we can take advantage of those moving forward, right? And also there's no harm in double checking your work either. So just embrace this Mercury retrograde season. Excuse me. So Libra season is coming up also. So the sun will shift into Libra this month, and it's going to be in search of harmony and balance, especially as, you know, this is also the time that marks the autumn equinox. So this is when, you know, the sun moves from one side of the equator to the next, and we will be celebrating equal parts of day and night. Okay. And so we're going to be guided to find that balance, just like how we have equal parts of day and night. We need to have equal parts in all aspects of our lives. And so we're going to be guided to review where there is any discord or any impartiality, I guess you can say, and also making sure that we're able to bring in balance in a practical way. Okay. All right. So before we dive into, you know, the whole entire month, I just want to kind of give you all a hello, because I haven't really reintroduced myself to all of my new you know, followers. So I am Jasmeen Wilson, Gemini Jazz, owner of House of Chiron. So thank you all for being here, and I hope that this reading and all the readings that I provide are going to be beneficial to you all. I love to share what I learn, because I am going to always be a forever student, not only of astrology, but of all things. Okay. So now, moving forward, September, let's talk about the chakra focus. Okay, so this month we are going to be focusing on our heart and our crown chakras, and that is going to be conducive to the Pisces full moon, and also with that Virgo, Venus and Virgo energy. Excuse me. So the new moon is also in Libra, so that's also that Venus energy as well. And so that's, you know, tapping into that heart chakra. The crown chakra is coming from that Pisces energy, the Pisces full moon. And so being able to have a strong intuition, being able to see things clearly, being able to stay open to receive the many blessings that are coming towards us at this time, especially with Mercury in Libra opposing Jupiter, that's retrograde in Aries. So there is going to be a reintroduction of opportunities that have been missed. But we have to stay open to receive things in a way that we are not expecting for them to come, because keep in mind that Uranus is still retrograde and is going through Taurus still. Okay. Now, speaking of the chakras, so like I was saying, we have that new moon and we have the full moon. So this is going to help us find the harmony within by keeping that center chakra, right? The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, and that's the center chakra, right? So there are 3 chakras below it and 3 chakras above it. So that center chakra is going to help us with balance, right? And so this is where we can experience many physical symptoms. So the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra is Anahata. And so this means unstruck, unhurt, unbeaten. And so that's the kind of energy that we need to go into this season and this month with, that we are unhurt, we are unbeaten, that we are healing, that we are staying open and receptive. Okay. Now, if you have an imbalance or a blocked heart chakra, you might experience chest pain, heart disease, any respiratory issues, possible panic attacks, maybe even depression, insomnia. There's also a possibility to have immune system deficiencies, shoulder and upper back pain as well. And so that's just something to consider. And if you are looking to assist with your chakra balances, I am also a Reiki master. And so I have a Reiki service. I have 4 Reiki services on my website that you can tap into and book a Reiki session, or you can just simply purchase one of the Reiki infused Chiron candles, and it will help you in your day-to-day life with keeping your chakras open and balanced as well. It's really great for meditation, to light that thing while you're in meditation and focus on the chakra that you actually lit the candle for. All right. So Also, I mentioned that we're going to be focusing on the crown chakra this month. So this is the 7th chakra, right? It's the final and primary energy point of our body here. And so this is governing the entirety of our consciousness, including our thoughts, wisdom, and awareness. And so this energy point is basically the liaison between us and the universe or the divine, right? So getting all of it's like the receptors, keeping it open so we can receive the energy, we can receive the insight, and having the strong intuition that's necessary to make sound decisions, right? So if you have any imbalances or blockages in your crown chakra, you might experience migraines, thyroid issues, hormonal imbalances. There might be some cognitive issues, even neurological disorders are possible. There might be some nerve pain, some psychological issues going on, anxiety, maybe even hair loss. These are things that might, transpire with this, okay? So once again, if you're looking for any help with your chakras, I am that person. Boogie on down to my website. It will be in the description box below, so you can get all the services that you need. All right, so moving on into the month. Now let's talk about the astrology. That's what we're here for. Okay, so Taurus rising. We have Mars in Gemini in your 2nd house, and this has a lot to do with your values, your self-worth, your finances. So Mars going through your 2nd house, you might be experiencing some self-worth things, some things on a subconscious level, how you have been sabotaging yourself and, releasing and healing those areas of your life, because Mars rules your 12th house. So it's on a subconscious level, right? Also rules your 7th house. So maybe even it's triggering some things coming up, like your insecurities in your relationships, or your self-sabotaging behaviors within your relationships as well. And when it has to do with your value, your self-worth, how you value yourself, and allowing those things to be activated so that way you can face them head on and release them. Now Venus is going to enter into Virgo in your 5th house, and this is going to help you be practical in how you enjoy yourself, tapping back into that inner child, picking up the things that you used to do for hobbies when you were a kid. Be it, it has a lot to do with your body as well, because Venus rules your 1st and your 6th house. So that is Taurus and Libra. So 6th house is health, 1st house is your body. So it has a lot to do with that. So maybe, picking up like something that makes you physically active, finding more value in, or finding your health, finding more value in having a healthy life, a healthy routine in your lifestyle, and being more practical about that. Then you have the full moon that happens at 17 degrees in the sign of Pisces in your 11th house. So something coming to a head, culminating when it comes to your goals, your friendships. And it has a lot to do with your goals in your like small business, your immediate environment, maybe even your vehicles, your perceptions, your skills and trades that you have obtained over time. And it's just kind of coming to the surface of things. So you might receive some information or something, or some news about a goal that you have obtained over time. And, the ruler of this moon is Neptune and Jupiter, because they both rule Pisces, in traditional and modern astrology. So that's your 11th house and your 12th house. So there might be something that's dissolving, maybe a goal or something, maybe a networking circle that you're affiliated with that's dissolving or going to another level. You might receive some information like for affiliation with like a large organization or some type of nonprofit or something like that. Okay, now Mercury is stationing retrograde at 8 degrees in Libra, and this is in your 6th house. So with Mercury retrograding in your 6th house, this has a lot to do with your daily routines and your habits. Also, with Mercury, although it's in your 6th house, is still the ruler of Gemini and Virgo, which is your 2nd and your 5th. So this has a lot to do with your partnerships and your romance, your inner child and your values, who it is that you are, your hobbies, the things that bring you joy. Right. So reviewing those things, getting back in the swing of those things, implementing something new in your daily habits is going to assist you with your health. Right. You might have some like new health situation that comes up, and you're going to have to, figure out how to implement something in your daily habits. Is going to be fun and joy and bring back that spark in your life. Then it's going to dip back into Virgo in your 5th house, so you can actually make some solid changes. Okay. Now, the sun enters Libra, so it's the autumn equinox in your sixth house, and the sun rules Leo, which is your fourth house. So this has a lot to do with a lot of focus being in the home, the daily routines and whatnot in the home, your health, your habits, maybe even work. So there might be some type of opportunity that comes back for you to work with someone, like a missed opportunity for work, or for maybe even for you to hire someone as well. Hire someone to work on something around the house also. That's possible. Now, the new moon happens at 2 degrees Libra in your sixth house. You have a lot of sixth house energy going on. So this has a lot to do with work and routines and health, and, just kind of finding finding the value within having a not necessarily a strict schedule, but a solid schedule that's beneficial, and it provides a sense of pleasure to you. Okay. Now, this new moon is it's in your sixth house, it's in Libra, but the moon rules Cancer, which is your third house. So it has a lot to do with you setting new intentions about your environment, about the movement, your actual mobility, skills and trades. Maybe you're going back to school, maybe you're applying for a certification or implementing a new certification in your business or in work. Sun ruling your fourth house is something that's going to bring more stability. Also, and the ruler of this moon is Virgo, which is your fifth house. So, it could be something creative that you're implementing as well. Now, last for you, Taurus, Venus is entering into Libra. And so this is your sixth house. And, Venus in your sixth house is going to be adding that sense of value to your health, your daily routines, making sure that you're sticking to it. You're going to be enjoying it, having that sense of pleasure. There may be some changes to your body with Venus ruling your chart. It's your chart ruler. There might be some changes in your health, right? Beneficial changes, because Venus is it's the benefic. It's one of the benefics. So there you have your reading for you, Taurus.